Health and Pharmaceuticals in association with Higher Secondary Principals Forum.
Namaskar students, welcome back to my 7th video of Geography portion Standard 12. Today I am covering the important portion of Part 2 India, People and Economy, Unit number 3, Chapter number 5, Land Resources and Agriculture. In this chapter, the two important areas are land as a resource and the agriculture in India. The important subtopics or areas of this particular chapter include land use categories, types of agriculture, cropping seasons in India, major crops of India, development of agriculture in India, and the problems of agriculture in India. Let us start. Before we understand the contents of chapter number 5, land resources and agriculture, it is better to know some of the important terms and the meanings of those. Land use categories. The use of piece of land for various purposes like agriculture, industries, open space, forest, etc. Barren and wasteland, the land which is not used for any purpose. Pastures, the land use which is under grass and may be used for grazing. Grazing lands, the area which has lots of grass and it is used for grazing. Fallow land, the agricultural land in which there is no cultivation for 1 or 2 years. The fallow land method helps to increase the fertility of soil. Net sown area, the land which is under cultivation of crops and later the harvesting of crops. Size of the economy, the total value of goods and the services produced in the economy. Composition of economy, the presence of different sectors of economy, for example, primary, secondary and tertiary. Common property resources, the land which has plants, stones, water, etc. and there is individual ownership of land but it belongs to the community. Agricultural land use, the use of land for cultivation of different crops and rearing of animals. Cropping seasons, the duration of cultivation of different crops. Dry land farming, the cultivation of different crops based on availability of water, moisture, naturally, that is rainfall, fog, dew, etc. Wetland farming, the cultivation of different crops based on providing artificial water and moisture by the method of irrigation. Cropping patterns, the cultivation of different crops in different geographical regions of the country. Green revolution, the package technology providing water, HYBB seeds, fertilizers for higher production. Cropping seasons in India, there are 3 cropping seasons, Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. These are the important terms and meanings of this particular chapter. Next, land use changes in India. It is related to land resources. In last 25 to 30 years in India, the land use change is taking place because of change of economic activities. Three types of economic changes are responsible for the land use changes in India. The first one is size of the economy is changing, and which has created pressure on agricultural land. The composition of economy is changing, shifting from agriculture to non-agricultural areas. Continued pressure on agricultural land due to growing of population and the growing of economy. In some categories, the land use is declining, and in some categories, the land use is increasing. Now, increased categories include area under non-agricultural uses because of changing economy of India. The agricultural land is converted into residential, industrial areas. Current fallow land, variability of rainfall and cropping cycle, they are changed, and there is increase in fallow land. Area under forest is increased in some areas because of the demarcation of forest land. Decreased land use in our country include barren and wasteland are converted into residential areas. Net sown area is also declining because of the non-agricultural use of land. As I mentioned, the residential area, transport area and others. Pastures and grazing land, they are also declining because of the expansion of non-agricultural activities in agricultural land. Cultivable wasteland, they are also declining. These lands are converted into many other purposes for commercial purpose, transport purpose and the industrial purpose. So, there is in a village particularly common property resources. The community is a owner of these resources. These are the areas. They are called common property resource areas. What they include? They include the areas of fodder for animals, fuel, firewood, minor forest, fruits, nuts, fiber, medicinal plants in rural areas, and they play a very important role for the people in those villages particularly. These common property resources, they help the communities by having the forest area, grassland area for grazing, and also they include the village water bodies. According to Land Revenue Department in India, the land use categories in India are different, which include forest land. Second is land put to non-agriculture area, barren and wasteland, area under permanent pastures and grazing lands, which are the part of common property resources, particularly in panchayat areas, area under miscellaneous tree crops, cultivable wasteland. It can be cultivated in future, but at present there is no cultivation going on. Current fallow land, land not utilized for agriculture in that particular cropping year or season. Fallow land other than current fallow, and the last one is net area zone. It is a actual cultivable land. These are the categories of land according to the Land Revenue Department in India. Then something more about agricultural land use in India. We have to understand land-based agriculture activities which has impact on the type of crops, cropping seasons, the quality of land. The agriculture in India has socio-cultural and economic influence. In most of the part of the country, particularly in villages, the agriculture is a security for them. There is also decline in cultivable land in recent years. As a result of that, many land-saving technologies are used. Recently, land reclamation, use of barren land are also going on in our country. High-intensity cropping is also done. The cropping intensity is calculated by gross cultivated area divided by net sown area multiplied by 100. These are the percentage figures. Then we have cropping seasons in India. This is very important to know. 3 cropping seasons. Kharif, it is a rainy season crops. Generally in India, it is from June to October. Rabi cropping season, it is the winter cropping season from November to March. Zaid, the summer season cropping from April and May. Different crops are cultivated depending on the availability of water and the water requirement of crops. Now, in India, we have different types of farming based on the moisture availability. First one is irrigated agriculture, and second one is rain-fed agriculture. Irrigated means by way of different irrigational methods, water is supplied to the crops during non-rainy seasons, and sometimes rainy season if there is a break in monsoon or failure of monsoon. The irrigated type of agriculture is very important because it is protective the areas of low rainfall to maintain the soil moisture. Moisture is very important for agricultural crops. Then also it is productive. More moisture to get more production. Rain-fed type of agriculture, it is practiced in dry lands, and agriculture crops, they depend only on the rain, availability of rain. If the monsoon is good, crop cultivation, and if there is no monsoon or irregular monsoon, the agriculture is going to be affected by drought conditions. Dry land, generally drought resistant crops, the crops which require less water, they are cultivated. For example, ragi, bajra and pulses. This also has wetland agriculture where there is a availability of water for a long time. So water intensity crops like paddy and sugarcane, they are also cultivated. Now we move on to very important part of this particular chapter, the cropping pattern in India. This is very, very important from the point of examination. We have a table here. The first column, it tells you about the type of crops. Second column, the important features of that particular crop. And third column is distribution. This distribution is very important because we understand nature-man relation when we are dealing with particular crops. Let us see one by one in detail. First is food grains. The food grains, they are almost 2/3 cropped area of India. Almost 65% of India has food grains because India has a large population and there is demand for food grains. It is cultivated in many parts of India, but according to geographical condition, different crops are cultivated, which includes cereals. 54% of total cropped area, and India produces 11% of the cereal productions. India is third rank in cultivation of cereal crops. Which are the cereal crops? Rice, wheat, bajra and others. Now, very important food grain and a cereal crop is rice. It is a crop of tropical climate. You know, the tropical belt, 0 degree to 23.5 north and south is called tropical belt. This is the belt of high rainfall and also high temperature. In other words, we can say the humid areas. So India's tropical belt, 50% of India is almost in tropical region. India produces almost 3,000 varieties of rice. 22% of the world production of rice is in India. It is a kharif crop, but in some parts of India, it is also cultivated in Rabi season. The important states of rice cultivation are Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, West Bengal, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. It is a crop of high rainfall areas. It requires more water. Next is wheat crop. India has 12% of world's wheat production. It is a crop of temperate zone. It is a Rabi crop. Rabi means winter crop. In India, 14% of the total cropped area is under wheat. 85% of wheat is cultivated in northern India, central belt, over North Indian plain, Malwa plateau, Himalayan belt, and also the southern states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, and parts of Madhya Pradesh. They are also cultivated in few areas. Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, they have large production of wheat. Next important food grain is jowar. 5.5% of total cropped area in India is under jowar crop. It is an important crop in central part of India and Karnataka, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. This crop requires less water compared to rice. Maharashtra is the leading producer of jowar. Other states include Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, and Andhra Pradesh. Next is bajra. Hot and dry conditions is required for cultivation of this crop. This also requires less water, less moisture. 5.2% of the total cropped area is under bajra. Northeast and West Maharashtra, Gujarat, parts of Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Haryana have more area under bajra cultivation. Next is maize crop. It is a food as well as fodder crop. Cultivated in semi-arid areas, low rainfall and higher temperature. Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh have cultivation of maize crop. This crop in recent times got more demand because it is becoming industrial raw material for food processing units. We have a map here. In this map, the cultivation of different crops is shown. The green area, it is rice, this part. Then wheat, this is the region here. Next, jowar, this is the part of jowar here, this area. Plus bajra, Gujarat, Maharashtra, some part. So from this map, you can see the cultivation of rice is large spread in our country. You can see here, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. This is the Kaveri Delta. It is almost producing 50% of India's rice production. Then, after knowing about food grains, now we'll understand something about pulses. Pulses crop. Our normally dal. This is a legume crop, leguminous. This crop cultivation helps the nitrogen fixing in the soil. 20% of the world pulses production is from India. India is the leading producer of pulses. 11% of India's cropped area is under pulses. The important pulses are gram, tur, and other pulses. Pulses, they are more cultivated in dry lands. They don't require much water. No much rain is required. So important pulses in India are, say, gram. It is a crop in the subtropical areas. Moderate rainfall, moderate temperature is required. 2.8% of the total crop area is under gram cultivation. The important states of gram cultivation are western and northwestern parts of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and some of the parts in North Karnataka. Next is tur cultivation. It is cultivated in marginal lands. 2% of the total cropped area is under tur. This also requires moderate moisture, moderate type of climate. Normally in India, this is found in dry areas. Dry area with low rainfall. Maharashtra is the largest producer of tur in India. It produces 33% of India's production. Other states include Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh. We have another map here showing the distribution of different pulses. You can see Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, this part is a major pulse areas. Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh at moderate. So this is the belt of pulses. After understanding the pulses, next we'll see some of the important features of oil seeds. These are the agriculture crops used for making edible oil. Extraction of edible oil, and India is one of the leading producers of oil, edible oil and oil seed cultivation. Important oil seeds are groundnut, mustard seed, soybean, rape seeds, and others. The oil seeds are cultivated in dry areas. You know, India, almost 40% of India is dry land. The oil seeds are cultivated in Malwa Plateau, Marathwada region, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Telangana, and the Rayalaseema area of Andhra Pradesh. Let us know one by one oil seed. The first one is groundnut. 17% of total crop area of India is under groundnuts. It is a rain-fed crop, kharif crop, well cultivated and distributed in dry lands of South India and parts of North India. In South, it is a rabi crop. Gujarat, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu are the major areas of groundnut cultivation. Next one is combination of two oil seeds, rape seeds and mustard seeds. They also consist variety of oil seeds like ray, sarson, toria, turmeric, and other minor oil seeds. It is a frost sensitive crop. The frost will damage this crop. 2/3 area of this crop and 2.5% of total crop area in India is under these oil seeds. 2/3 area is under irrigation. The major states of oil seed cultivation are in western and central part of India. Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab have more cultivation of these oil seeds. There are other oil seeds also, which include soybean. Now, soybean is the major oil seed in India. There is a lot of demand. Soybean, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra are leading producers. 90% of the soybean is cultivated in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh together. Next one is sunflower. Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra have major share in production and cultivation of sunflower and sunflower edible oil. You can see here in this map the cultivation of different oil seeds. Here the Rajasthan part, Punjab, in Karnataka groundnut, gram in this part. Almost all part of India, the different types of oil seeds are cultivated according to the geographical conditions of rainfall, moisture availability and also the temperature. Next, we have fiber crops. Two important fiber crops of India, cotton and jute. Cotton is a very important crop because we have so many cotton textile industries in southern and western part of India. It is a tropical crop. It is cultivated in both Kharif and Rabi season. More cultivated in Kharif. India is the fourth largest producer of raw cotton in the world. It is a crop with irrigation and without irrigation. The cotton cultivation is more distributed in Punjab, Rajasthan, parts of Rajasthan, Haryana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Next one is jute crop. It is also an industrial crop, industrial raw material, making of bags and sacks and other type of textile. It is a cash crop. The jute cultivation is restricted only in eastern part of India, West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. This map shows the cultivation of cotton in our country. Dark blue patches. It is high here. Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and the parts of Tamil Nadu also has the cultivation of cotton. It is well cultivated in black soil. That is why it is called black cotton soil. Next is jute. In this part, it is cultivated. Parts of Bihar, West Bengal, and some areas in Assam. Only here. Okay, rest of the country has no jute cultivation. You can see here from this map, jute cultivation areas. You should know the distribution of different crops. Next important crop is sugar cane. It is an industrial crop, cash crop. Many farmers in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Maharashtra and Karnataka, they will cultivate because there is more returns. A tropical crop cultivated well in subhumid and humid conditions. The climate and its features have more influence on cultivation of sugarcane, particularly the duration of rain, and other factor is soil, alluvial soil and black soil. They are useful for cultivation of this crop. It is also cultivated in many parts of India under irrigation. India is one of the leading producers of sugarcane. 2.4% of India's crop area is under sugarcane. It is spread in Indo-Gangetic Plain, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. In southern state, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, this crop is cultivated in large scale. UP, Uttar Pradesh, is the leading producer of sugarcane crop. A map shows cultivation of sugarcane in India. So you can see this part. Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer, Odisha also, some parts in Bihar and southern states. The highest production from Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. An industrial crop, lot of demand. Next are two other important crops, beverage crops and plantation crops, tea and coffee. Tea is a plantation crop and the tea plantations are not everywhere distributed in our country. It requires a particular type of terrain, mountain slopes and hilly areas, well-drained soils. They are useful for the cultivation of this crop. It is a crop of humid and subhumid climate, more rainfall and more temperature. India is one of the leading producers of tea in the world. It accounts for 21% of the total world's tea production. The tea plantations are in sub-Himalayan belt, Darjeeling, Sikkim, Assam, and in southern over Nilgiri hills, southern part of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So, in India, Assam produces 53% of total India's tea production. Next is coffee. It is a tropical crop. India produces 3.7% of total coffee production in India. Important varieties of Arabica, Robusta, and Liberica, they are cultivated in India. The coffee of India also has the international demand, coffee cultivation. But the coffee cultivation is restricted in India. Cultivated in highlands of Western Ghat, in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Karnataka is the leading producer of coffee in India, producing more than 66%. We have a map here showing tea cultivation, Assam, Darjeeling, Sikkim parts here in the east and northeast, and here in southern part, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. In the next map, you similarly see the coffee cultivation here, coffee plantations. Nowhere you see in India, only here. So students, you understood about different crops of India. From examination point of view, this crop study is very important. Crops, geographical condition and distribution. Map-based questions, they are from this chapter. Now, agricultural development in India, if you see the agriculture now and 50 years ago or before Green Revolution, lot of difference is there. So we have different strategies for agricultural development, which include irrigation, use of high yield variety seeds, use of chemical and biofertilizers. Research and development is continuously taking place in the field of agriculture, soil health testing, financial support to the farmers. These are different strategies of agricultural development in our country. As a result of different initiatives by central, state government, agricultural universities, NGOs, research institutes, the agricultural scenario in India is improving. And we have also many problems of agriculture. Let us know one by one the problems of Indian agriculture. Dependency on erratic monsoon. Lot of dependency is there. In some areas, because of irregular monsoon, there is a low productivity. Constraints of financial resources and loan, the farmers' loan. Lack of land reforms in India. Small farms, fragmentation of land holdings. The farmers, after generation, they are getting small piece of land because of division. Lack of commercialization. Vast underemployment in rural areas. Degradation of cultivable land. Soil pollution. These are some of the problems of India's agriculture. So in this video, you understood about agriculture in India. At the end, I would like to give you some of the important questions from this chapter. You see the video, read the textbook and prepare this. As I told you, very important chapter from examination point of view. Distinguish between wetland and dryland agriculture. Name 3 types of cropping seasons in India. This is a very important question. Third one. Draw an outline map of India. Locate the areas of rice cultivation and explain the cultivation of rice in India. This question is there. Many a times, the students do the mistake. What they do? They draw only map of India and locate the rice. They don't explain. But you are losing so many marks. Map work is only 1 mark. 3 marks for explanation. So remember, you have to explain also, draw the map and locate the areas of crop. So similarly, many questions will come. I just read out. Draw an outline map of India, locate the areas of jowar cultivation and explain the cultivation of jowar. Draw an outline map of India, locate the areas of wheat cultivation and explain the cultivation of wheat in India. Draw an outline map of India, locate the areas of sugarcane and explain the sugarcane cultivation in India. Explanation is must. Draw an outline map of India, locate the areas of tea cultivation and explain the cultivation of tea. Draw an outline map of India, locate the areas of coffee cultivation and explain cultivation of coffee in India. Draw an outline map of India, locate the areas of pulses, explain the pulses crop. So similar questions, only the crop will change. You have to do 3 things: drawing map, locating area and explanation. So similarly, cotton can be asked, jute can be asked, almost all crops can be asked. Explain different strategies of agricultural development in India. Explain the major problems of agriculture in India. Okay, students, thank you very much. With this, you understood the contents of agriculture and land resources. See the video, understand the content, read the textbook and prepare for the exams. Thanks for watching. I wish you all the best and happy learning. Namaskar. Thank you.
Prudent Scholars, powered by Lupin Pharmaceuticals.
अब आपकी सुरक्षा आपके हाथों में। ल्यूपी सेफ हैंड सैनिटाइजर, आपका और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स का फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस। अब आपकी सुरक्षा आपके हाथों में। ल्यूपी सेफ हैंड सैनिटाइजर, आपका और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स का फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस। अब आपकी सुरक्षा आपके हाथों में। ल्यूपी सेफ हैंड सैनिटाइजर, आपका और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स का फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस।